Hello guys, welcome to the next video in the series. This time we are going to be taking down the last pinnacle boss, the Maven, and getting our 4th Voidstone, which will complete the Atlas progression, and then we will be able to play the endgame, do some farming strats and stuff like that. And now for the Maven, you need a Maven's invite. For that you need 10 Crescent Splinters, and you get these by completing Maven invitations. You can also do these special invitations. They usually give a few more splinters, but you can also just buy them from trade. I just checked, they are like 3 to 4 chaos each, so you can for like 30-40 chaos also get a Maven invite. I'm just going to show you right now an invitation, and hopefully I do drop a splinter, otherwise I would have to buy one. And usually from these normal invitations I just collected normal tier 14 plus map bosses. You can usually get like 1 to 2 splinters. You can also, when you open this invitation, use an alchemy orb on it to make it have more quantity, and that gives you more splinters. But that also makes the invitation harder, obviously. And since I only need one more, I'm just going to do a normal one. And there we go. So I did not drop a splinter, which is quite unfortunate. So I am just going to go ahead and buy one to show you the boss fight. Alright, and now these splinters combined into the Maven's Writ. You can just right click on it again and it will take you here. And for this boss fight, this is pretty difficult, so I might have to focus at some point. However, I will try to explain everything that Maven does, but just know this boss fight is very difficult. So it's best to look at the mechanics first and then go into it. However, our damage is looking great. Yeah, this is amazing damage. For the Cascade of Pain, you can just kind of move around. She's going to shoot these white projectiles at you. And there, as you are able to see, when she does the attack, stand still, she does these 2 lasers. You can just move forward and then down most of the time. And when she does this attack where she shoots the balls at you, you just go here, stand still, they will explode, and they are kind of like a ground debuff. Now when we have defeated her, you go to the outer edge of the arena, right here, to avoid the explosion in the middle. And now you have to fight against the Nucleus. This will spawn 2 map bosses, 1 on each side, actually more, I think it's 3 or something right now. Just damage the core in the middle, and don't get hit by this laser that's going around. Does a lot of damage. And now the Maven is back. This fight has multiple phases, and now she's going to do the memory game. This is what this fight is famous for. Famous mechanic. It's 1, 2, 1. The first one is easy. And you just have to move in the right direction where the lights showed up. Cascade of Pain. Just move around. It's kind of like the Searing Exarch's Annihilation attack, where he shoots fire projectiles at you. Cascade of Pain again. And also I should have taken a Pantheon that gives me life flasks to refill. But I can show you that after I probably die here. Okay. We might get her down. Stand still again, just dash out. And there's some more orbs. Now, as we have defeated her, the Nucleus is going to do the big explosion again. Go to the outer thing of the arena right here. And then you can move back in. This is where the laser will spawn. Right here, at these 2 points on the outer ring. Okay, it's laggy. And now just damage the core again. There we go. And now for the memory game. Okay. That's a nice pattern. And you don't have unlimited time. As you can see, there's this thing in the middle growing. And once that reaches the outer end, you just die. There's a big explosion. So be sure to do it in a reasonable time. Also, if you get the memory game wrong, the thing will speed up very fast. It will be very difficult. The memory game is definitely something that might kill you. Probably the hardest thing about this fight. And now go to the outer thing again, don't get hit by explosion. Go back in. And now we are getting into the last part of the fight. We have to defeat him once again, the Nucleus, and then the Maven. And now it gets difficult. Now the Maven will spawn these beams. The beams make it so that you cannot heal if you get hit by them. So try to avoid them at least. However, she will do another memory game in this phase. At least one. But we'll have to concentrate again. Okay, that's a nice pattern. You can get some difficult patterns, however usually they should be fine. Like this is a big fire attack, and just dodge it by working in some direction. I don't know where she... Oh, she's at the bottom. Yeah, and I'm kind of doing this fight slowly, so she will do another memory game. And there we go. Okay, so now I walked through the beam, but I should be able to execute her. There we go. As you can see, your breath is lower and you cannot recover life, so you cannot heal. But we managed to get her down, and we now have the last Voidstone, the belt, and we also dropped an Astrolabe. So this boss is very difficult, as you can see. I've done it a lot of times, that's why I kind of know the mechanics. But it's definitely challenging, so be sure to look at the mechanics before you go into it. And this was the last Voidstone. So we have now completed the pinnacle quests, and the next thing we are going to be doing is at least trying to beat a tier 17 or tier 16.5 nightmare maps. They kind of changed the name on that. And what I'm going to recommend for this is the last thing we are going to be doing in this episode, is getting a Scarab of Dextral, and I don't know how the other one is called, Sinistral. Scarab of Sinistral. These are Scarab, they are not expensive. And then either buy a nightmare map, or you probably have dropped one already by now. And what you are going to do is Fortress, because Fortress is the easiest nightmare map, and it is up here. You put the nightmare map in. We are doing this nightmare map first, and then put in these two scarabs, because they make it so that the prefix modifiers have 100 effect, but the suffix modifiers don't have effect, and this one does the exact opposite. So they basically cancel out all of the modifiers, so that this map is effectively just a normal map and doesn't have any modifiers, because usually you cannot use scouring orbs on them. So we are going to try to beat this. I'm not quite sure how much, because they have made these maps easier. I don't know how much easier they have made them. And the scarabs should also help a lot. These are probably or some of the most dangerous maps in this game. And the boss is very tanky. So I hope that the scarabs help out as much as possible. And there we go, there's a boss fight. For this guy, he does these lasers. They are somewhat easy to dodge. He will also do a phase where he spins around. Okay, the damage is actually very good. Better than I expected. And at some point he will make this attack where he spins around with his laser. You can just dodge over them. Okay. Okay, so the map is actually manageable. And we should execute him right about now. There we go. And now you have unlocked your last Scarab slot right here. You can now add up to, I think, 4 or 5 Scarab sphere maps, and this guy also drops fragments, which are very valuable, and I'll sell them right now to see how much they're worth. But as you can see, we now have 5 Scarab slots, which is very important for farming maps later on. In the next episode I will show you a farming strategy, how to make some currency and upgrade your character even further. And then in the future I will also show you some of the endgame farming strats, show you how to craft your gear, make some very nice rare items, a little bit of an introduction into crafting, and all you need to know to get into the very endgame of Path of Exile, because now we are already in the endgame and I will show you how to get how to push it even further.